To all the viewers, welcome to Afro Azania Media TV. My name is Chofa Kekana, and today in studio we are joined by Mr. Daniel Paul. He is a motivational speaker, he is an author, and a business, life, and entrepreneur coach. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Straight to it. This is an icebreaker.
Yeah,
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Well, I'll say I'm a strategic thinker. I'm a goal-oriented individual, and I am future-oriented. That's what I can say.
Okay, that's good. So, Mr. Daniel,
Yeah.
would you please take us through your upbringing? What type of person were you? How did you grow up? Where did you come from? Just everything about you, Mr. Daniel.
Okay. Daniel Paul is from Zimbabwe originally, though I can say I spent much of my time here. Soon after I'd just finished my high school, I moved here, right? So in terms of my upbringing, I can say it wasn't that much favorable. I hardly talk about it.
Yeah.
But I can say my upbringing was one that motivated me to be where I am today. Looking at where I come from, everyone, when you talk about Zimbabwe, they are thinking of a very poor country.
True.
Nothing good can come out of it. And I can say there is a lot, of course, that good that came out of it.
Yes.
And I'm one of those people. Yeah. So I can also say I grew up somebody who was just future oriented. I wanted something that is best for the future, but how was now the problem?
Yes.
How will I get where I want to get? I can also say, whilst we were on that, what even motivated me to move here was nothing to do with business or studies or anything. But it was the dream that I had as I was growing up, that I wanted to be an actor.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually inspired by Jerusalem,
I don't know.
the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one that inspired me to move here, because I was actually saying I wanted to use SA as a vehicle to go to America.
Oh.
Yeah. So now when I was here, it happened that I can say I am on a stop, but I'm still going. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, Mr. Daniel, growing up, I'm sure each and every child has a dream. We all dream. We all want to become something in life. So, Mr. Daniel, growing up, what did you want to become? And do you think that you have achieved that? Do you think that you are what you wanted to become?
Okay.
Or you ventured into something else?
I ventured into something else. Growing up, I wanted to be a pilot.
Wow.
Yeah. You know the childhood dream,
Yes.
that you want to be a doctor, you want to be a pilot, you just want a very good job.
Yeah.
And what I can also say is that as I was growing up, I had challenge. I actually had speech problems as I was growing up. So what happened is that every time it was happening, like every time when a plane would pass through, some of my friends would start saying, fly machine, fly machine. So I didn't actually know or hear properly what they were saying.
Yeah.
So I used to call it chanya chinyo, chanya chinyo. Yeah. So everyone at home started to call me chanya chinyo.
Wow.
So it motivated me to say, no, I want to drive. I want to be a pilot one of the days. Although now I can say it's a childhood dream. We change as we grow up, and at the same time as we begin to realize who we are. I'm no longer wanting to be a pilot, but I can say what I have ventured into now is what's best for me.
Yeah.
Yes, business, that's what's best for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's wonderful. Now, I'm so interested on this one. So we know that you have studied psychology.
Yeah.
And you're also into engineering.
Yeah.
And those are 2 different fields.
That's very
They're
true.
2 different fields.
Yeah.
Can you please take us through that? Tell us about that. What sparked the interest for each one of them? And do you think you're passionate about each one of them?
Okay. I can say with engineering, it was because when I finished high school, My sister said you need to do something, and they looked for a college for me. And when they looked for a college for me, they chose for me motor vehicle engineering.
Okay.
I wanted to be in computers, I wanted to do something, but they said no, motor vehicle engineering is a skills program that can help you when you might not even look for a job, but you can work for yourself.
Yeah.
But I spent 1 year, 6 months doing my diploma in motor vehicle engineering, not because I wanted to at all. Immediately when I finished, I'd never worked as a motor vehicle
Yeah.
engineer at all, because it was someone's dream that I was
Yes.
following, right? So when I grew up, I realized that I'm more into wanting to understand people, how people think, how people behave, which motivated me to go into psychology. Yeah, so I also studied a diploma in psychology, as well as other short programs that are linked to psychology.
Yeah.
And that's what I love most.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that is beautiful. Okay, do you think that actually not do you think, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you didn't know what to pursue in life? Have you ever found yourself in a position where you were just so confused, not knowing which path to take in life?
Yeah. I have. I can say I have found myself in such scenarios as those ones whereby you would not know who you are. You would not
Yes.
know which dream should you pursue.
Yes.
You would also not know, just because of the fact that sometimes you would want to do it because of money.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you end up drifting. You go to this one, you follow this path, you find out that you reach a block.
Yes.
You go on this one, you find out that you reach a block. You go to this one and you find out again you reach a block. I've came across scenarios like those ones, up until I had to sit down, right, and I said, what exactly do I want to be? Yeah,
Yes.
what exactly, who am I, right? There is one of my books that I wrote, which is Incomprehensible Seeds of Greatness, which talks much about myself, right? It was actually a self-realization, whereby I'm saying, okay, I have come to a point of I want to realize who am I,
Yes.
so that I will not follow the things that will lead me to nowhere. So I have came across those ones.
Okay, wow, okay. So speaking of writing a book, I want us to talk about the psychology of success.
Yeah.
What motivated you to start to write that book? What was in your mind when you started writing that book? What pushed you? What was the drive behind it?
The psychology of success was motivated by the challenges that I was facing.
Yeah.
I was facing quite a lot of difficulties, despite the fact that I was working. Of course, the company that I was working for was not giving me enough,
Yes.
despite all the qualifications that I had. So one of the days, I woke up in the morning and said, no, I want to understand,
Yeah.
how can I become successful in life?
Yes.
Just like anyone who is successful, how did they do it? So I remembered that I was actually walking from where I was staying, coming here to town where I was working, and something was actually telling me that no, you need to understand how the mind works,
Yes.
right? How the mind works. So I remember that before naming the book, The Psychology of Success, it was The Life That I Want. That was the title. So from there, as I was studying now, the life that I want, I realized that it's actually in the mind.
Wow.
Then I came up to, okay, if it's in the mind, it's a psychological thing.
Yes.
It's the psychology of success. So the book speaks about dreams, desiring, and achieving. It's all about having a dream that you have a desire, and how to
Yeah.
achieve it. So that's pretty much the psychology of success. It's dealing with the mindset and how the mind is programmed to achieve whatever that you want. And I can also say that was before I have started my own company.
Yes.
And the company was motivated by the psychology of success. I can also say whoever I am, it's part of the psychology of success.
Yeah.
I'm living the book.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. I was even about to ask you that what is it all about, but you have answered that. And so, how would you define discipline, and how is it working for you in your life? How do you apply discipline in your own life?
Okay. I would say, to me, discipline is setting a set of rules that I need to follow. Just like, let's say, I can say it's policing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say setting certain rules that I know that these ones I cannot cross as an individual, as Daniel Paul. I always say that Daniel Paul is not just an ordinary person,
Yes.
it's a brand. Ne? Daniel Paul is a brand. So as a brand, there are certain rules and policies that you set. To me, that's how I can say that's discipline. For example, I can say there are certain people I don't talk to, and it's not pride or anything, because that's discipline to me. I'll be looking at you. Not, for example, I can say you'll not find me in a pub, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's discipline to me. I will not go home late. There are certain times that I personally, when I would arrive at 10, I would be so much scared. Where was I? What kind of person now is Daniel?
Yeah.
So to me, that's what I can say is discipline. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of times we hear people saying principles are things that you cannot compromise on. So I want to ask you, what is your definition of principles, and how significant is it to have principles in your own life?
Yeah. I can say principles, that's true, certain things that you cannot compromise should you really want to be a principled individual.
Yeah.
That's what again sets you apart from the rest.
Yes.
It's all about principles, what I believe in,
Yes.
and what I believe is true, and what will be guiding me. Those are the things that I can say are principles again. And at the same time, I can also say they have guided me as an individual, in the sense that, as I believe, maybe it's because I have much interest in psychology and the mindset of an individual. I believe that each and every one of us, they need to be somewhere in life.
Yes.
But what can only take us there is to be principled. We can try anything else. That's why you can see businesses, they can rise and crumble, and you hear the smallest things that have made them to crumble. I was talking to someone actually yesterday when I was saying I believe Boma Kula, right? They are well principled when it comes to money, more than most of our entrepreneurs.
True, that is true.
Yes, because you look at the fact that they get very smaller percentages of profits, or rather, they markups they put on their products, which I was saying to this person yesterday, which you and me might not even be able to say, I'm sitting here for a 50 cents. Maybe the 5 clients who are coming with a 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents.
Yeah.
But they can manage to make a huge difference,
Yes,
because
that's
of
true.
that's being principled. That's being principled to me.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Daniel, I'm going to give you a chance to tell the viewers about your businesses, the services that you offer, and how they can get hold of you and your services.
All right. We Dillion Training International, and I am proud to also say we're a group of companies. We do corporate training, consultants, and human skills development. We also have a security company, which is CIRA accredited, which is Dillion Security. And we also have another part of Dillion Training, which is Expect Mining Academy, which is also specializing in training of the mining machinery and occupational services that are required in the mining industry. So these are the services that we offer. We offer them to individuals. We also offer them to corporates. We offer them to the public and the private sector altogether. So to get hold of us, they can either visit our social media platforms at that's Dillion Training International, Dillion Security, or Expect Mining Academy. They can lead them to us. Our contact details are also there. Our office line is 018 061 0027. Let me repeat again. It's 018 061 0027. Or they can also get hold directly of me, business wise only. This one I only take for business. It's 082 637 Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel, you are such a busy man. You are so busy. And so in your business, what keeps you motivated?
Well, what keeps me motivated, I can say, are my kids. Yeah. Why? Because of the fact that I look at my upbringing and I look at where I want them to be.
Yeah.
So to me, they are the biggest motivation that I have. I'm looking at the fact that our parents, personally, they did not give me what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I also don't want my kids to pass through the same. That is the reason why I would rather be busy. To myself, I would say I can say I enjoy little more than what I want my kids to enjoy. I was joking with one of my friends at some point when we were saying our parents could not even leave a bed for us, right?
Yeah.
We have to start from scratch, which I don't also want my kids to experience. So that one alone, it keeps me busy. Whenever I would wake up, I would be thinking of them. Yeah.
Okay. This is the last question. It is not nice to say goodbye. Here is the
I
ball
understand.
of wisdom. Trust me. What message do you have for the whole world?
Okay. For the whole world, I can say it's important to live your dream. Don't be like Daniel when he was growing up, whereby he wanted to be a pilot. He did engineering. He went into psychology. Imagine the time that I have spent pursuing something that I don't want to do, right, in life. So I would say this is the right time to become who you want to be. I always say that the future depends on you. There is no one who is going to come from any place who can say this is the future that I can give you, but you are the custodian of your own change.
Yes.
You are the custodian of your own life. Do whatever that you think this is the right thing. To the youth, I can say they need to live their life now, because there is no second life when you are old.
Yeah.
Like now I'm experiencing that I'm a bit old, and sometimes you wish some of the things that I wish I would have done this and this and this, and you cannot tell on your own that there is no time at all. So I can say live your life, pursue your dreams. Yeah.
Okay, guys, you heard him. Live your life, pursue your dreams. Everything you want starts in your mind. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Miss K.
Thank you so much for watching our video, and that is all from me, Miss K, and Mr. Daniel Paul. Bye.